Hello guys, I'm Savvy and welcome to another Conan build video. In the last build video we built a small castle in a tall mountain area in the highlands. I go and recommend watching that. I will have the video on it at the end of this video so you guys can go and watch that if you're interested. I've also done other builds too. I've done a wizard tower, I've done another small house like a witch's house in the marshlands, but in this one we're going to build a cozy winter cottage in the snow. And specifically where I am in the snow is D and E11, at the bottom of D and E11, right here in between this line, or sort of in between the line. So this is kind of close to the highlands and the marshlands, and it's not a place that you really need that much cold protection since it's not that deep within the snow biome. So you can wear just your normal armor and you'll be totally okay. But for this build, we're going to do a combination of things. So I was actually wanting to build out of a few different things. So I think that insulated wooden pieces would be nice for this, but I also think that I want to try something different this time. And I got the Asir building pack, which is new, and I think this goes well with also building taverns and also just kind of a new style of defensive building as well, because these come with giant curved walls and these curved ceilings, which I think are pretty cool. So we're going to do something a little different, and for the flooring I'm actually going to be using Frontier ceiling because Frontier ceiling is my favorite, and we are also going to use the Nemedian. We're going to use Nemedian fence foundations for this. So just for a base, I'm just going to take any one of these foundations and just start building. So I want to raise this up quite a bit. And this time I'm not going to build like too close to the edge because we might want something in the back. Probably an elevator going down or something, or at least some like nice little garden area in the snow. I mean, a lot of stuff is not going to grow in the snow realistically, but you know what I mean. All right, so we're going to place a block here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 like that. And if there's a floating bit here, just put one underneath. And then we're going to take our wedge foundations and 1, 2, 3, just like this. Go out like that, and that's it for this bit. So this is a smaller build, so it's obviously not going to be, it's not going to take as long, and it's not going to be as complicated. So we're just going to extend this out by 2, 3, so by 3. And then we're going to go and turn again and go 1, 2, just like that. And then just finish the rest by topping that off. Now turn again to face this way. The way that I'm facing right here is we're gonna go to the right, and what we're gonna do with this is do 1, 2. Now this is only gonna be 3 wide, not 4, but 3. And then just follow the pattern on this side and then just top it off like this. Just like so. And then in the back here, we're not going to make it the same length as the front, but we do want to bring it out by at least 1. So bring it out by 1. And then just go across until you meet. You can start from that end and come all the way across until you meet together. Now I'm going to have to bring out a pickaxe because we're going to have to get rid of this stone here. And I do recommend maybe clearing out the area first, but I would probably build first, because if you have nothing in the area, then all the trees and rocks will respawn and it'll just get in the way, and then you'll have to clear it out again or just clear it out, period. So just go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to go in first person for this because I think first person's a lot better. I don't know, do you guys prefer third person or first person builds? I mean, you'll be able to see the process either way, but just let me know in the comments what you're more comfortable with, because I could do both, I could do one or the other, just, whatever your guys' preference is. All right, so I'm going to take my fence foundations and we're just going to go all the way around, just covering this up here, just like so, making sure that these are placed perfectly alongside these foundations. And the reason why I'm doing this, so if you're new to the channel watching this video, I do these every now and again, but also I build like this because the foundations take a lot more to render. So if you don't want to have your game kind of slow down with a bunch of foundations, what you can do is put your outline first with foundations and then just fill it in, or just do the outline with fence foundations since they connect to the regular foundations. And then you can delete all of the regular foundations and you'll have this border of fence foundations. And then what we're going to do is take our frontier and we're going to have the wood panels face vertically. So this is going to be the front. This is going to be the front of the house. And we're going to have these face vertically from where we're facing. So just like this. And you want it to face all the way around. Now, if you're thinking, well, Savvy, there's not going to be support in the middle. It's going to be very bad. Well, that's where you have the pillars come in. The pillars will come in handy for this very reason. So you might want to just fill it in until you... If you start seeing red, don't fret, because we'll fix that here soon. And I'm not going to use the frontier pillars. You can use any pillar that you want. It really doesn't matter in this build because you're not going to be seeing it unless you want to build up higher and you want to build a basement. But for this build in particular, with it being just kind of a small cottage, yes, I said it like that, a small cottage, then I don't really see a reason for that, at least in my eyes, but you guys do whatever you want. So I'm just going to use flotsam for this, just for that reason. These do poke out a little bit though. So I'm actually going to replace these. Don't do flotsam actually, because I just realized that those aren't good. You want more of a flat top. So yeah, I guess the Argosian pillars are good, or anything else with a flat top. And you can put as many pillars as you want. It's totally your preference, just whatever you think makes it the most comfortable to you and that you're secure in the support. Because if something is not supported well enough, and if something breaks, then a big part of the build, or at least not a big part, it doesn't have to be a big part, but sometimes like more than one piece that is underneath it can break. So let's move on to our Asir. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. I probably am or aren't. I don't know. But we're going to have this doorway, which is really nice. The Asir door frame tall. Now this goes up by 2, and I do like this. And we're going to have the doorway face this direction here. So when you walk up to the house, this is what you'll come into. And I think in this little spot here, this will be where the entrance is, like the entryway. And then this is where the main part of the house is, which we'll start building up walls for that. So we'll build some walls here, just like so. And we want to put some windows. We want to be able to see inside. So we're going to use these Asir frames, which essentially are the windows. Now they're a little bit different design-wise than the actual walls in here. And I believe that there are, there's these Asir walls too, which match better with these walls, because I don't think there's any other frames that actually go with this. Yeah, there's only one type of frame. So they might be adding more pieces later. I'm not sure. So I guess for the sake of it, excuse me, instead of using these walls, we'll just use these walls that have more of a diagonal wooden panels. So another window there as well. Looks really cool. I think it does match kind of the theme out here. I should probably think about building a tavern as well. I think a tavern would be pretty cool. What do you think, guys? Do you think a tavern would be cool? Let me know in the comments. All right, so we're just going to build the walls up all the way, and I think it's smart for me to build these walls first and then put the door frame down next. It's okay if it sticks out a little bit inside. I mean, it's hardly noticeable. And we could always cover it up with something too. Yeah, we can always cover it up with something. Or instead, you could do it the other way. You could have it on this side and then just have the door frame or have the walls on this side. Totally up to you, whatever your preference is. I think for the sake of the build, just for it to not stick out, we'll just have it on this side. You could also keep in mind you can use just the regular door frames, which whatever floats your boat. You know, it's whatever your preference is. This is how all the builds are. It's whatever your preference is. Totally up to you. For simplicity, you can use the Asir door frames, or if you want to be a little more fancy, you can use the door frame tall. So it might just depend on like where your roof's gonna go and all that. So that also depends too. Which we'll go more simplistic. We'll go more simplistic and use that. So all right, so just go ahead and build your walls up through here. Now, instead of putting a window or we're going to put a wall here, but I'm going to take our fence foundations, our Numidian fence foundations, and make this into a square here. Now, the direction that the ceiling faces does not matter because this is going to be covered up, and we're going to move to a more stone-like structure. So Numidian is really good. Black ice is good. It just depends on what you're building out of for your walls, whatever matches the most with them. So for this one, I'm going to use Numidian, which I think matches more because it's more grayish. And this will be where the chimney goes. This is where the chimney will go. And we're going to build this a little bit higher because this build will be at least 2 tall, 2 walls high. And we'll just keep building up until we're right there. And then just keep building around, just like so. Until you've completed the entire circle. All right, so the next piece, which you can use these for inside and outside because these pretty much have the same kind of walls. So you could just place these down just like so as interior walls, or you can just keep the pattern around and just have them like have these as your walls and just make sure that they're facing the right direction just based off of what room you want to do. Just that way there's a consistent pattern. So I think we're going to use these walls still just for this build. And what I'm going to do instead is put it here and then put the door frame right there. And then just build this up a little bit. Now, I'm not going to use the stairs for this one because we're going to go back. We're going to go to Numidian. We're going to use Numidian stairs. Now, this is going to be what's used for getting up to the second floor. Now, the second floor is only going to be for like the bedroom. And you can have, I think based off the size of this, you could probably have more than one room. But I think for the sake of this build, if you're going to be by yourself, single player wise, this is probably a better fit for you. And I'm going to leave this open here because we're going to have both living room and kitchen connected together this time. So it's going to be a little more cozy and a little bit more free space for you. All right, so we're going to take our frontier and do the same pattern just like this. And the staircase is going to go up just like so. And it's going to meet at the top just like that. And that's how it looks. It looks really good, I think. I think so, at least. Another method that you could probably do this as well, because I think based off the roof, the way that we're going to build this is this may not get in the way that much, because the roof is going to be built quite differently since this part here, which I can probably go ahead and start doing. Now, put this here, put that there. And if you want to, you could put a window there. It's totally up to you. Does not make much difference to me. Now for the outside porch, we're going to use the Exiles ceilings because I think they look good for porch ceilings. And you want to make sure that they are facing vertically as well. They want to make them face left or right based off the arrow for them to face vertically, just like so. And we'll take our Numidian fence foundations and just put them together, just like this. And there we go. And we'll have a staircase going down, but we're not going to get to that point just yet because we need to figure out the roof situation, because we're going to put another ceiling here at this point. And what the cool thing about the Asir is that you can put these quarter pillars and you can put them in the corner just like this, which I think is one of the best things to have. And I wish that they would do this eventually with every single pillar in the DLCs, DLC builds, and the vanilla building pieces, because I think it makes a world of a difference with them. And you can do as many pillars as you want. You can be consistent and do like this pattern here, so there's just more support. Totally up to you. So I'm gonna take, like, the Asir fences aren't that good because we have the curved fences, we have these regular fences which kind of blocks the view quite a bit. So you could choose whichever ones you want. You can do the insulated wooden fences. Something that makes more sense, you could use the frontier ones as well, which I think frontier might work better in this case. So we're going to do it like that. And the staircase is going to go down and around. It's going to go down and around, so we'll do that eventually. But yeah, here's the roof bit. Now the roof bit is going to be different because we're going to use corner pieces. So go back to Asir real quick. If you do have Asir, you can also use other things too. Use a sloped roof corner right here. And instead of the sloped roof corner on this side too, we're going to use a regular sloped roof and then use the inverted sloped roof like that. So that way it meets together perfectly, just like that. And that looks really good. And then you can use a regular sloped roof for this side and just go around until, you know, you reach this side of the house. Just like so. And these walls, I'm just going to leave blank, no windows there. And we're going to reach all the way up to the top. I kind of wish that the sloped roofs, sloping walls, these were the same. I mean, they kind of have the same design, the same patterns on these ends here as the same as these walls, but I wish they had the same wooden pattern as these ones, or even the other wall versions, the other version of those walls. I think it would be better looking overall, in my opinion. Now, the cool thing about this is that they have the Asir windowed roof, which I hope that they add pieces like that to the other building pieces, because it looks just like this, which also means you can connect the rooftop together with this. Now, you can get them in mods, but I just hope that they add them in vanilla soon. I really do. Because that would make things much better. And I wouldn't say it would make you have to fool with mods, because mods make this game a much better experience, in my opinion. But if you want to play strictly vanilla, you know, some of these are your options as well. And you can make builds like these just as good as they are, even without anything that you buy from the bazaar or anything that you don't have without mods. So, you know, like I always say during these builds, use whatever you want, because even though I'm building them with certain materials, you could use anything that your heart desires to make it the way you want. This is just the way that I want to build it, and you can build it in any other way that you want. So that's what I always tell you guys, and I will keep telling you guys that, especially those that are new to the channel as well. When they see this video or any other build videos I decide to do, like Minecraft build videos or something like that. So, you know, it'll never change. You know, I always want to keep it consistent. So, all right. So we want to build this and just keep going around until you come to a stop right here. Now, this point is a little bit tricky since you could use a corner piece here like this, but then you have this open part here. Now, what I could do is I could just build up just a little bit like this, make it into more of a tower if it'll let me. I might need to put a ceiling first, just like that. Make sure that they face on the outside as well. And then connect these roof pieces together, just like so. And you could either put a roof piece at the top if you want. Something like this, which the problem with the seer is it only has like this one little rooftop. It doesn't have like all the other ones, like the intersections, junctions, or even the caps. So if you want to, you can find other building pieces that have the caps and just use them for this build in particular. Or if you're using a different material besides a seer, you would have no problem with it. But for me, using it this way, instead of just using the rooftop, I could just put a fence down. Now, I don't know how it would look with all these fences here, because I don't really plan on using them, but that's different. That's different. I kind of like that, though. That's actually not bad. I'll keep it there. I'll keep it there, just like that. I think that's pretty neat. All right, and then the rest of the roof can go up like this, and then the same for the top here. These roof caps are pretty cool too. And there we go. There's the roof. Now this looks like a lot, like much bigger than like, you know, a cozy little cottage, but really, like, if you want to have enough space for things, you're gonna have to build a little bit bigger than what you anticipate, because even if you want to furnish the place, you're still gonna need a lot of room for furniture and all that, especially with like tables, chairs, rugs, fireplaces, you name it. There's a lot of stuff. All right, so for the chimney, you could use any ceiling as well, whatever you want, just to finish that off there, and then you can put a fence around it, whatever fence that you think might look best on the top. We're just going to use, I don't think the medium fence would look good. I always like the crenulated walls, though. I think that'd be good for the chimney as well. Yeah, I think that's good looking. Right, so that's what it looks like on the outside. I like it. Except for the stairs. So what we're going to do for the stairs is I'm going to bring out block here, go to Nemedian, grab some stairs, grab another ceiling, and then turn it this way where it faces downward. Now take these fence foundations and just go across just like so until they meet up like that. And we're going to take this bit right here. You can either do this or you can use whatever's similar to the new median, which is the sloping roof piece like this. So it kind of matches, but I think we'll just use the Asir for this one. Yeah. And we could put fences alongside this too, which I'll take our frontier fence, connect them together just like that. That looks really good. You could also add maybe more of the porch if you want to, but it'll be more on the outside. So what I mean by that is you can take, I don't think they have wedges, do they? They don't. Oh, no, they do. Here they are. So we can do the wedges like this until they meet together just like so. And just connect them up together. I think the stairs are in the way, that's why it didn't work. Just like that. And just keep going along the outline here. And then put your fences down just like so. And this could be more of like just looking out. You could extend them out more if you want to, but I think it looks better that way actually. So you can either do it with or without. It's totally up to you. All right, so we have to go on the inside here because since we finished the outside, we have to put up the walls here because the inside has not been laid out at all. So that's what we need to do last before we go and furnish it. So there we go. All right, so we need to put the floors in as well, the rest of the floors that we have yet to put in. We don't really need anything here, so I could just put a wall there, and really I could just put a wall going through this entire portion here, just like that, all the way up to the top, just like so. And then if I want to put this here too, and then make sure that the outer side is facing towards you. And then just keep doing that until you build all the way up, just like that. And then put the ceilings down, the frontier ceilings, all the way around until you cover every portion of this. And then grab your wedges and then finish it off just like that. Perfect. And we'll do that since I want to keep consistency there instead of using a wall. But there we go. And this is built up here. Now, you can keep it open like this, but for me, I don't want to see a lot of this roof here, at least at the bottom. So I'm just gonna cover it up just like so. You could use these as, like, you put like little doorways here and put chests behind them, or even use them as kind of like a secret compartment or something. That's totally up to you. So I'm gonna bring a door frame there and cover that up, and there we go. This will be our room. This will be the bedroom up here. So a lot of space. I think it's really good. So now we can go on to the furnishing. So since we didn't take too long on this build, that's what I'm going to do. So I will speed this up and you guys will see the furnishing. So I'll see you guys in just a moment.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when bass guitar, simmer down and mash me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. They are drumming round in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding.
In the darkest night, I saw your eyes. A sense of threat that I can't forget. I wanna know who you are. This what I need to know. So take my hand and let our fears go. Take me to your jungle, where the rain is warm and the birds fly. Take me to your kingdom. Yeah, take me to the. Yeah, take me to the. Take me to your jungle, where the rain is warm and the birds fly. Take me to your kingdom. Yeah, take me to the jungle, jungle. Darkest night, I saw your eyes. A sense of threat that I can't forget. I wanna know who you are. Is what I need to know. So take my hand and let our fears go. No words describe your savage life. Ooh, let's give it a go like our purpose shows. I wanna know who you are. Is what I need to know. So take my hand and let our fears go. Take me to your jungle, where the rain is warm and the birds fly. Take me to your kingdom. Yeah, take me to the. Yeah, take me to the. Take me to your jungle, where the rain is warm and the birds fly. Take me to your kingdom. Yeah, take me to the jungle, jungle.
Alright, so I finished decorating the house, and I think it looks good on the inside. I did the best I could with my decoration skills, but we're gonna go on inside, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. So you walk up here to the front porch, And you got yourself a little sitting area, you know, sit down and relax, you know, just like this outside in the cold if you want to. But going on inside, you have the entrance area, which has the stairs going up and around. And you also have a little storage area that I made here for your treasures. So you can put all your gold in here that I have. Just crazy. You have your wood cutting, just a crate, foraging, mining, skinning, all the specific stuff. And then in here, this is what I've done with the living room slash kitchen, and I guess dining room as well. So we have a beautiful sitting area right here. You can sit on the divan right here, royal divan. Get cozy next to the fire as well. Feel the heat from the fire. I got a little stand here so I can put stuff on. I put a little pot there. I put cake on the table here in between these chairs, so you can sit a little bit closer to the fire if you want to sit in this chair, or you can sit away from it on this other side. Have a slice of cake while you're at it. Put some pottery and even an ivory horn right here just to fill in that space back there. Tapestry as well above the fireplace and beside the fireplace. And in here's the dining room. Put a bunch of, you know, cups, bowls, plates, and other jars and whatnot. Got another vase back there. And here's the kitchen portion. We got ourselves a large campfire, fermentation barrel, regular barrel, and an improved stove, along with some wine shelves here. And I forgot to close that. There we go. And I even put some trophies up here. We got dogfish, moray eel, and a giant fish trophy as well. So just to fill in the space up there. I also put a bunch of lighting, some of these aquilonium braziers for some subtle lighting. Not too bright, not too dark. So we make our way upstairs to the one bedroom. And in here, you come across, like on the left side, you have a rolled carpet, which I think is really cool. Just fill in that space. Nice decorative planter, a hops plant. I put a desk here. I put some idols here in the corners just to fill in the space, and I think they look really cool. And then I put some knickknacks on here. We got rubies, journal, illusionist manual, all kinds of stuff for looks magical and also just decorative that you'd have cluttered on your desk, I guess. And on the wall here as you enter is some paintings or pictures and tapestry, which these tapestries are actually from past seasons, or I guess, yeah, past seasons or chapters of Conan Exiles that I put here. And these here are from building competitions, past ones that have been put into the game. Pictures. Especially love the Big Ben one. It's really cool. But yeah, it's just some of those to show off as well. And over here we have the bed with some pillows here. Not much space here to work with on this side. And we have a folding screen so you can change clothes back here if you want to. And that's everything. And I have some chandeliers that are above them as well. I love them. These hanging lamps. And I also put on here the medium relief, which the medium reliefs are really cool looking. But that's gonna be everything in this house. I think it turned out really nice. I'd say it's pretty cozy. Definitely cozy. Definitely something I like to be in during winter, especially with all this furniture and the fire and everything like that. I think it's really nice. Very cozy and welcoming. Well, if you guys did enjoy this, be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. And don't forget to hit subscribe as well. I'm facing the wrong way. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well. That lets me know that you guys enjoy the content on the channel and would like to see more. Not tomorrow, but sometime in the future, we could do other Conan builds as well, if you want me to. There's all kinds of ideas that you guys might come up with that you can send to me in the comments. If you have any ideas for any builds that you want to see me do, please be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear your ideas and anything that you want me to do. It could be castle, it could be a house, could be something even smaller than this. I could try to do like a challenge if you guys have anything for me. But anyway, I'm rambling on. Anyway, I have been Savvy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. See you later.